trying to show how people want to hook.
It's not a hook, Dane. It's a hook hand.
And that drives up the body,
You bet it does.
but it's not your hooking.
It was. Once it got stuck in my car.
A little finders keepers thing. What kind of person would,
Lots of people, because it's a hook hand.
and
What aren't you getting?
all of it apparently,
God, you're some dense sometimes.
which you resort to insult so quickly, Tara, it weakens the foundation of what me and you are trying to build together, a life.
Dane, we're 16. We're dating. Not building a life together.
Your words say one thing, but your heart says another. Anyways, how much do you think it's worth?
A lot.
Well, we better get this red stuff off. Ow! Now we added physical abuse as well?
Look, the red stuff is what makes it worth so much.
Why?
Because it's blood. Real blood. Of many people.
Why would there be real blood on
Because
a...
it's used to kill people.
Why? I'm likable, and you have really nice hair.
Gee. Thanks. Anyways. You really made me miss going to the haunted houses with Homie and his friends because you don't like them?
I don't see the point of going when I have to be. Anyways, why are you living in such squalor?
Like I just said. Because I missed out on going with Homie and his friends because I was with you. It also didn't give me a chance to clean up.
No worries. I hope you clean up because this house looks appalling. Probably the dirtiest house in St. Clair, and that's saying a lot. Trust me.
Can we please stop talking about how appalling my living room looks and talk about the hook hand lying on the floor?
Sure, but what does us being at Make a Point have to do with any of this?
It has to do with the legend of hook hands, which apparently isn't a legend.
Ah!
Dane, are you okay?
Yeah, I just got scared when the lights went off. This hook hand legend doesn't ring a bell.
Really? Well, all that matters is that it's real, that we have proof. I don't suppose there's many hook hand killers running around. Horror movie 101.
Never open the door right after the lights go out, especially if you're in possession of a hook hand whose intended purpose was to kill you. Now don't move. You'll only whisper.
Okay, you're really strong. That tackle, it really hurt. I think you crushed my pancreas. No worries. Who do we?
Was I interrupting something?
No. Who are you?
My name's Nicole, and as you can see, I'm missing something.
Ah!
You know, screaming again after seeing my stump is quite offensive.
How did you get in here?
I broke down the door because someone wouldn't answer it. And besides, the rain was beginning to shrink my sweater.
I have one like that, but it's blue.
Well, it was blue, but over time, it just... But enough about my sweater. I came here for my hand. My hook hand. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, buddy.
But it's mine.
Not anymore. You stuck it in my car, so now it's mine.
I didn't need to stick it in your car. I was at Makeout Point, and I walked up on you two in the car. Pretty heavy session, guys, let me tell you. And then I reached for the door to open it, and then my hook got stuck. And then the car cranks up, and then you guys take off, taking my hook with you.
Well, that must have hurt.
It really did. Why the rush? Did you see me?
No, I got a craving for a burger.
More like 5 burgers. It was like watching a lion feast on the wildebeest in a fierce land of Serengeti.
Whatever. I was hungry.
Clearly.
So, you were trying to open my door to kill us?
Yes, I was.
Why?
Because it's what she does. Like I said earlier,
It is what I do. I come from a long line of hook hands, but now I guess I'm just stump hand, not really as threatening.
you could club people.
As if they're baby seals. No, I'm just gonna take it back. Wow, you're really rough.
She's very physical.
You're not getting your hook hand back. And no, it's not because you used it to kill people. I'm not concerned with that at all.
Shouldn't you be though?
No, she stuck it in my car, so now it's mine.
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? I understand. It's only that hook hand that you're holding in your non-hook hand has been passed down from generation to generation. Why, if that hook hand could talk, man, stories it would tell.
Of murders?
Oh yes, lots and lots of glorious murders, but more importantly, it would speak of memories.
Of murders?
No, of special times that happened to involve those murders. Through the special times, a strong family bond was created, all because of that hook hand.
Well, I'm sure that sometimes you got a new,
No, that's the only one we ever use. That's why it's so special. You see, everyone in my family was born without a left hand. That's why we're destined for this. So, in a way, it's not just a hook hand we're passing down, but the family hand itself. An heirloom, if you will. An heirloom that is now gone because of my carelessness. Help me on my way.
Stop.
No. If you give it to her, she's going to kill people with it.
I will. It's what I do.
It doesn't matter. I won't separate another heirloom from a family again.
What are you talking about?
You had an heirloom too?
My grandmother,
She had the heirloom?
no, she was the heirloom. Or more specifically, her corpse was.
Wait, what?
My great-great-great-great-great-grandmother Eunice was our family's heirloom. And it's not anymore. Because of me.
That sounds tragic. How did you lose her? Did you get her stuck in a car door too?
No. A suitcase.
Why was your...
My great-great-great-great-great-grandmother Eunice's dying wish was to spend a year with each of her beloved grandchildren. And her great-grandchildren. And her great-great-great... Well, you get the point. After her death. And if you're wondering how it would work, my family specializes in body preservation. Anyway, a year after my grandma's death, she spent a year with my cousin Bernice, who I never knew, because she's over than 100 years older than me, of course. But according to family stories, the first time was beautiful, full of long walks, knitting, cuddling, and tea times. And finally, it was my turn. I was so excited, but my favorite was when we went to the carnival together. We wore matching sun hats and dresses. She won me a stuffed animal, and I bought her a candy apple that we shared on the Ferris wheel.
Do you know how bizarre that sounds?
Show some respect, kid.
Ow!
I think it sounds beautiful. How did you lose her?
Well, my friend Marilyn came to visit. She's always been so scared of Grandmother Eunice. Why? I never knew. But on the day before she went to go leave, I stuffed Grandmother in her suitcase. Because she'd grown more bendable over the years, figured that when Marilyn opened her suitcase, Grandma would just pop out and scare her.
Like grandmother in the box.
Exactly. Well, the day came for Marilyn to leave. She went to go open her suitcase. And when she did, Grandma popped out and scared her, and she wet herself right there. I laughed, and I'm sure Grandma would have too, if she weren't dead. And then Marilyn started stuffing Grandmother back in her suitcase. And I said, "What are you doing? That is my grandmother's suitcase." She said, "Not anymore. My suitcase, my grandmother's corpse." I walked right out the door.
And you never saw your grandmother again?
No, it wasn't quite time for her to leave yet. So we sat in the living room with me begging and pleading for her to give me my grandmother back. She said, "Nothing." She gave me the silent treatment. And then finally, my mom arrived and took Marilyn and grandmother to the airport. She left behind everything, including a broken-hearted great-great-great-great-granddaughter who had lost the only thing that ever mattered, Grandmother Eunice's corpse.
I am so sorry.
That is the most messed up story that I've ever heard. I'm not sure me and you should date anymore.
Don't say that. I saw you two in the car. There was a real spark there. Your love will survive anything. It'll last forever.
Here, take it.
No, I don't want to let you do this. I can't let you do this. I will let you do this.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It feels so good having it back.
What are you going to do with it now?
Well, I figured I'd head back to the point, do some slashing, right after I take care of some unfinished business.
Which is,
Oh, you guys.
but I gave you back your hook hand.
And that's very much appreciated, because without this, I won't be able to kill you guys now.
But you said we'll last forever.
No, correction. I said your love would last forever. You two, not so much.
Ah!
Why are we walking this way? I swear the gas station was back.
I know this area of St. Clair's pretty well, and I know there's a gas station. Why did you...
What do you not understand? Of my hand in front of your face. Look.
Wow, that's
Creepy.
sad.
What? A girl in a ripped, dirty dress on an abandoned road, rocking back and forth with home ring to herself? Creepy.
A girl in a dress that perhaps her mother made her, sitting alone in the middle of nowhere, hoping desperately that someone come and save her? Sad. Hey there, are you okay? Can you hear me? Do you mind if I sit here?
What are you doing? She doesn't want us here, Cal. Let's go.
We're not leaving her here. Can you hear me?
What's wrong with you?
Jane, I got this.
Apparently not.
Can you take me home?
What? No. I mean, not a chance.
That wasn't any better. Worse, actually. What's your name?
Hazel, I want to go home. Can you take me home?
Of course, but why are you out here all alone?
Because I got mad at Mother. I had to leave. And then it got dark.
Let's see if we can get you home. What?
I'll be back in a second. What are you doing?
Helping a girl find her way home.
No, you know what you're doing. Trapping us right in the middle of a horror film.
What?
Horror movie 101 clearly states, if your boyfriend's car runs out of gas and you come upon a creepy girl talking about going home to Mother, you don't take her home to Mother. Why? Because Mother will kill you. And that is not a good thing.
Horror movie 101 is not a real thing.
Oh, so you're going to tell me the legend of Hook Hand is only a legend?
It is.
Tell that to Dane and Tara. Oh, wait, you can't. Why? Because they're dead. Because they were found with hook-shaped wounds in them. And I'm sorry, we're not taking her home. I'm not ending up like Tara and Dane, dead. And ending up dead is not on my list of things to do tonight.
First of all, you're overreacting, as you often do. And yes, I've only known you for 2 weeks, but evidence is trending that way. This is not a movie. What happened to Dane and Tara was a tragic accident that has nothing to do with us. We just so happened to come across a girl on a dark, lonely road that needs to get home. Okay, that does sound like the making of a horror movie.
Exactly.
But it's not.
You don't know that. What happened to Homie and his friends at the haunted house? How did that turn out?
Poorly, but this isn't the same thing.
Famous soon to be last words.
Please, I just want to go home.
This is not a good idea.
We'll take you home.
Thank you. Mother will be so happy to see me. She must be worried. Where's your car?
Someone thought we had enough gas, and we didn't.
I feel like that's a shot at me.
It is.
Anyways, we'll have to walk. Is your house far?
No, it's real close. It's that way.
If your house was close and you knew where it was, why didn't you just walk?
Because it got dark. Bad things happen in the dark.
No need to tell me that.
We'll take you home. We'll keep you safe.
Seriously?
I know. This is such a bad idea.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, sure. No problem. We'll just start walking and you tell us where to go, okay? I'll take that as a yes. Come on, Jane.
This is not gonna end well. We've been walking for
considerate of the well-being of others?
Sure.
Well, not always, but my mom taught me I need to put my family first.
But she isn't your family. Unless you mean God's family or something.
I didn't. She just reminds me of my sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Did. She, died when I was 5. My mom never really got over it. She was really good, and, well,
I'm sorry.
yeah, so ever since then, I just don't want anyone else to have to go through, you know.
I understand.
Are you having a moment of feelings?
They leak out every now and then.
It's nice. Look, I need you to know something now. I know we haven't been dating for very long, but I like you. A lot.
Because I have feelings? Because if I done
No,
that...
I knew from the first day that I saw you. I mean, it was like we were meant to be together.
Little heavy, dude. Well, that explains why you always stared at me. But if it wasn't for me having feelings...
It's just, you never know when... Where did she go? Hazel, how did we...
Because we're so into each other? Alright, I get it. Losing someone is a mood killer. I gotta be honest though. She's really getting on my nerves. And I know you want to do the right thing and all, but...
What do you suggest that we do?
Leave her? We've already lost her.
We are not leaving her out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because your mother would?
My mother protects her own.
You realize how creepy that sounded, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, my mom's a little messed up right now, so I get a little defensive about her.
I didn't really say anything about her, but hey, my mother has been messed up for about 10 years now. I feel like she loves her bottle more than me. But I got an idea. How about we get them together and have a messed up mommy party? Or not?
Hazel! Hazel!
I'm really tired of her.
Where did she go?
Holy crap, you scared me.
I'm sorry. I brought you these.
For me, they're dead.
They're reminding me of you.
Okay then. You know what? Here's what I think of you and your stupid flowers. Are we close to your house? Because this is getting old.
Oh, we are. So close. Will you come in and speak to Mother?
Does your mother have a phone?
No, we don't need those things.
Then no.
Look, we really need to go home. Our parents are going to be...
Mother will be sad if you don't come. Especially you.
I'm okay with your mother being sad. So we're going to leave after we bring her straight home?
When Mother finds you, she's going to choke the life out of you. And I'm going to laugh because you do bad things. And you're a bad person, like your mother.
What the heck? I'm going to the car with or without you, Cal. Keep smiling at me and we'll punch you in the face.
Look, Jane, we can't leave her out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I can't leave her out here in the middle of nowhere. I know but she's still...
You heard what she said to me. How can you be...
I have to.
And I don't understand.
Look, I mean, we just need to really get her home. I mean, you heard what she said about her mom worrying.
You can go without me.
I'll tell you what, you go back to the car and wait for me. I won't be long.
No, don't let her go.
She's going to go back to the car, and I'm going to take you home. Everything will be just fine. Trust me. Don't wait for me. Find a way home. Walk home if you have to. Just don't wait for me. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Seriously?
Take me home now.
No, we're having a moment. What do you...
I gotta go. I'll be back before you know it. Ready?
Yes.
No. Where'd it go? I swear, the car was right here. What's taking Cal so long? He should be back by now. But he had to be a hero. With that creepy girl. He could be... No. I can't start thinking like this now. He could be over... Cal?
Jane,
Are you okay?
why didn't you go like I told you to?
I didn't want to leave you. Well, I couldn't find the car.
Didn't figure you would, because you're bad with directions.
What's wrong with you?
You were right all along.
About?
The girl. Everything.
Did you drop her off?
I did.
Did you see her mother?
Mother wasn't home. She was never going to be home. I came back for you.
That wasn't disturbing at all. Whatever. How about we find the car, wherever it is, and we get some money, go to the gas station to get some gas. We can even call our parents while we're there. And when we get home, maybe we can pick up where we left off. Why are you shaking your head? If you don't...
I do, but you should have gone home. It would have caused a lot of trouble, but at least you would have been safe. Why didn't you go like I told you to?
You whispered that to me. And then you turned around and told that creepy girl I'd be waiting by the car for you. And honestly, I couldn't leave without you. Again. I know I come off as I'm feeling. And it might be a shocker, but I actually have feelings for you. And like you said, it's not love, because it's only been 2 weeks. But we could really have something.
No, it's too late, Jane. I suppose it always was.
Too late for what?
She told me not to. I tried not to, but you made it so difficult, and despite everything, I want you to know that I did care. I do. Those things I said to you weren't a lie. That won't mean much to you in a little while, but for what it's worth, it's true.
Can we just go home?
No, she won't let you.
Who?
Mother.
The girl's mother? She can't make us stay. Let's go.
No, you don't understand.
Then make me understand.
Your mother caused all of this. She's the reason that you're going to... If she had only...
My mother? What does she have to do with any of this?
It doesn't matter now.
I think it does matter. You're scaring me, Cal.
I'm sorry, but you should be scared. This is your mother's fault.
Like I said, what does she have to do with this?
She killed Abigail.
Who's Abigail?
My older sister. The reason that my family is the way that it is. The reason that I was sent away. She took Abigail from us. 10 years ago when she hit her with her car and left her in the middle of nowhere to die. You can't imagine what it's like to lose a mother and a sister on the same night.
But your mother didn't die.
There are different kinds of deaths, Jane.
But my mom never said anything.
Of course she didn't. She thought she got away with it. But she didn't, because Abigail told us.
But Abigail is...
She is. But tonight, she finally made it back. Because of us. That girl's name, it wasn't Hazel. It was Abigail.
What are you looking... Oh, mine.
She was once so beautiful. Cared about everything and everyone. And then your mother killed her. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's going to be better. Because your mother will finally understand.
Ah!
You give me a hug.
So,
Well, call me
how do I
sometime if you
look?
need to.
Like you came back from the dead, walked across town to St. Clair's grave on the mound, dress?
No, her name was Constance Stanbury, by the way. Well, hello, Mr. Smiley Fan.
You're back. And I think you look beautiful. Well, except for the dirt and the worms in your hair.
Oh, those are maggots.
Awesome.
So, how have you been?
Not too good, actually.
Because of my dying?
Yeah, and I have a rash on my stomach.
You should probably get that checked out. What's wrong, Kate? Do you not like the dress? Or is it the maggots?
It's not either of those things. It's how do you feel, Delaney? Do you feel like attacking us or eating us or something?
No to both. I feel surprisingly well for, dying a couple weeks ago. Oh, and I was wondering if I can freshen up at your house. I certainly don't want my parents to see me like this, coming back from the dead. And me and you can work on our prom. Not a lot of time, but we do have the manual.
That's right.
You didn't tell her?
Look what I told her.
Tell me what?
Nothing.
It's not nothing, David. David and I are going to prom together
Why would you be going to prom with David?
because of the last thing you said to me as you were lying dying.
About wanting banana pudding?
The next to the last thing you said,
About I was the one who stole your mom's sweater?
that was you.
No.
I'm pretty sure I missed the band trip because of that.
That was a really good band trip. And you look really nice in that sweater.
Thank you. So, judging by your response and your lack of knowledge of me taking your mom's sweater, I gather I don't remember.
You said to take care of David.
I did?
Yes. Yes, you did.
That's why you're going to prom with him? That's so sweet.
Thanks.
And now I know why you brought me back.
Wait, what?
Because you knew that if you two went to prom together, it would ruin David and Delaney's guy.
Look, I didn't bring you back.
Of course you did. You're the one with the well-manicured ancient burial
Look. I haven't messed with that ancient barrier ground since Ralph. You know that.
Well, if you didn't bring me back, then who?
David.
I had to, okay? Delaney, we've been talking about going to prom since we were 6. It was our dream. Look, David and Delaney's Guide to the Perfectly Nifty Prom.
Our manual.
After you died, I didn't know what to do. After your funeral, I ran home, went to my room, clutching the book, and just sat there and cried. I also looked at all the cardboard cutouts of me and you dressed in what we were going to wear to prom. And Kate standing by, well, no one, because we didn't know where her date was going to be.
You have a cardboard cutout of me?
Well, of course. You're number 13 on the list. Right after must have time to bake the most perfectly nifty prom cake. And don't worry, your cutout is very flattering.
It really is. It's based on when you get out of this 90s grunge phase you're in right now, which is 7th on the list. Take the fun to get Kate out of the grunge. That was my least favorite rhyme.
Mine too, although it does get the point across. You're very grungy, you know. The 90s called and said they want their style back.
Gee, thanks. Anyways, can we please get back to your story to understand your horrible decision?
Horrible decision. Wait, are you saying that?
Don't worry, Delaney. After she hears the rest of this, she'll understand. As I looked at the cutouts, I cried. Because our dream of the perfectly nifty prom was dead. Like you. Then, moments later, I got that rash I mentioned earlier, which really made me consider joining you in the afterlife. It was very itchy. Then, moments after that, Kate climbed to my window and said we were going to prom together. I tried to protest, because nowhere in David and Delaney's Guide to the Perfectly Nifty Prom does it say anything about if in case of Delaney's death, David should go with Kate. it doesn't even rhyme. But I said yes anyways, just in case it was true. After Kate left, I put our cutouts together just to see, but there was nothing there. No cardboard spark, because it wasn't meant to be. Kate was meant to be number 13 on the list. Find Kate, the most perfectly nifty mate, so that we can double date. Alas, I may have been the perfect mate for Kate, but Kate was not the perfect mate for me. Only you were. I had to find a way to bring you back. And that's when I remembered Kate's well-manicured ancient burial ground. So I dug you up, drug you through town, and buried you in Kate's well-manicured ancient burial ground.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
It really is. But David, you have no idea what you've just done.
Oh, I do. And seeing you tonight proves something to me. For the longest time, I couldn't figure out if I really loved you or just had that teenage life thing that we teenagers call love when it's really not. But seeing you tonight, all dirty and decaying with worm maggots in your hair, it could not just be just life. It had to have been love, because you are so
You
not.
can stop right there. I love you too.
And I would kiss you, but you smell disgusting, and I do not want to throw up in your mouth.
I don't want that either. Can I take a shower at your place?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. I'll see you in a bit. I figure you two have some things you want to talk about.
Look,
I seriously don't care. What in the heck were you thinking bringing her back?
I was thinking that I loved her, and I wanted her to be able to go to her prom.
Well, now we have to send her back.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Before she goes wrong.
What are you talking about? She seems fine.
Innocent child. I was once like you, but not anymore. Look, when I first moved here, I was so excited to find out that I had an ancient burial ground in my backyard. I mean, what girl wouldn't be, right? And then, my next door neighbor, Sophie, a horror movie buff, came over and warned me not to tamper with it because of Horror Movie 101.
Is that a class at school?
It should be, but it's not.
Then what is it?
Well, in this case, Sophie said Horror Movie 101 states that if you use an ancient burial ground to bring back someone from the dead, he'll come back wrong, and everyone around them will suffer. And they may not look like it at first, but when they come back, it's awful. What I'm trying to get at is, do you want Delaney, your girlfriend, my best friend, to become some crazed monster?
No, I don't.
Then we have to send her back.
No.
Yes, we do. Here, I'll show you how we'll do it. First, we'll take this.
A rock? I can't. What if she came back normal?
Doubtful. But I'll tell you what. I'll only knock her out, and then we can tie her up and see if she does go wrong.
And if she does go wrong?
Then we'll cross that line when we get to it.
That was good.
Here she comes. Act cool.
Hey, sorry it took so long. I was busy eating your carrot. Fantastic blueberry pie. What's wrong with you guys?
Nothing. You look amazing. Like you haven't been decomposing for 2 weeks, more like 2 days.
Oh, thank you. I was going for only 4 days decomposing, but 2, you really know how to sweet talk a girl. You're so tense.
So much for playing it cool.
And you, mister, I've got a bone to pick with you.
What?
Some unfinished business. I'm a little hungry for something.
like Ralph.
What do you mean by gone wrong? Whatever that means.
Well, you gave David a creepy look.
That was my seductive look.
Oh. Well, then you said you were hungry for something. I thought you were going to eat us.
I was hungry for a kiss. With the combo of the look and the seductive line, I thought he could forget my smell.
Oh. Well, that's the worst seduction anything I've ever seen.
I know. I took the How to Make a Manual class instead of How to Look and Speak Seductively class last year. Anyway, we have to bring it back.
We can, if we do.
It'll be fun.
How do you know?
Because I found this buried deep in your closet. Remember the book I got you for your birthday? So you got an ancient burial ground in your backyard.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And you clearly haven't read it.
I haven't. You're right.
Of course not, because if you would have at least read the first line in the book, you would have known this. You have no reason to fear that those you bring back from the dead will go wrong, as long as you keep your ancient burial ground well answered.
Really? Does it? Here. Oh. Well, the more you know, I guess. So there was nothing wrong with Ralph?
Nothing that wasn't wrong before.
Oh. Stupid rock.
Anyways, we have to get a move on for the that. Come on.
Guess you're right. So, what are we going to do about Rule 13?
Well, you can't come with us, but only with a date. Remember, on David and Delaney's guide to a perfectly nifty prom, number 13, find Kate the perfectly nifty mate so we can never date. But don't worry, I got it covered.
But
Almost.
what do you mean?
Well, when I went grave robbing looking for a dress, I stumbled upon the grave of Homie O'Connor.
Homie? I had the biggest crush on him when he was alive. He was always way too hot for me, though.
Yeah, but you're still 6, but he's been 6 feet under for 2 years.
So I'll be hotter than he is.
Doubtfully, he'll still be a 6.5, but you'll bring him back from the dead and he'll have to repay you.
Perfect.
Now, we have to deal with number 1.
Which is...
Most importantly, and it must be said, David and Delaney cannot be dead. I thought it was silly when he mentioned that as number 1, but now I see why. I'm glad I trusted him. And just to save some time, you go get the shovel and I'll drag.
But he doesn't like dirt.
I imagine he wouldn't like being dead even more. Besides, it's not like we're throwing him in a dirty ancient burial ground.
At least it's